We're back again with another activity for our summer in color camp. For this one, we are going to be doing our overnight crystals, but before we get started, I have to tell you guys, this is one that you need an adult's help with because we will be working with hot water and with laundry detergent. So make sure that you grab someone over the age of 18 that can help you out with this, and then we can get started. Okay, so first off, you're going to need to go get some water. You're going to want to boil 3 cups of water. You can either put it, after it's done boiling, either put it into a glass jar like a mason jar or an old spaghetti jar or something like that, or you can get a bowl and you can use a bowl for it. Okay, so pause this, go get your water, and come on back. Okay, so I have my water here and we're gonna get started. Okay, so we have 3 cups of water, hot water in here. And then we're gonna take our borax, which you guys have in a baggie, and it should be good to go, don't worry about it. And we're going to pour it in here. So while we're pouring it in here, I'm gonna tell you guys about what's happening. So the reason we had to get the water so hot is because water molecules expand when they are hot, because heat makes things expand. And we want it to be hot because we're gonna pour this detergent in there, and it's going to dissolve and become a saturated solution because we are pouring enough borax in there that when the water cools down, the extra substance isn't going to have anywhere to cling to, and it's going to want to cling onto the pipe cleaner that we're going to come to right now. Okay, so you're going to take your pipe cleaner, or one of them. If you want to, you can split this into 4 different cups and you can do 4 different experiments with it. So you can use your 4 different pipe cleaners, or you guys can try doing it again if you guys go get your own borax for later on. Okay, so we're just going to put the pipe cleaner in a silly shape, get it all the way that we want it. All right, and then we're gonna take the you're gonna need a pencil or something longer, like a wooden spoon or a spoon or something that you can tie fish the string to. Okay, you're gonna make it kind of short. You can't really see how short it is because the fish line is basically invisible on camera, but it's not very long. Okay, so it's probably about this long. You should be good to go after that. And you're gonna tie one end to the pencil so it has somewhere to rest on, and then you're gonna tie the other end to your pipe cleaner. All right, and now you have that done, so you're gonna put it into your jar. All right, so it's just gonna be like that, and now you're gonna leave that alone for about, leave it alone for overnight, or you can leave it in longer, and the longer you leave it in, the more crystals are gonna come. So the reason this is happening is because we created a saturated solution. So earlier I talked about how we had the water and we made it hot, so the water molecules will expand because heat makes things expand, right? So we added in enough borax, the substance that we poured in, that if the water was cool, all of the borax wouldn't dissolve into the water because there was just too much of it. But since the water molecules have expanded, it can hold more substance. But as the water cools down, the extra substance of the borax is going to need something to cling onto. So it's going to want to cling onto anything around it. So it's primarily going to go to the pipe cleaner that we have in here, and it's going to cling onto that, and that's how the crystals are going to form. And you're also going to notice after you come back to it the next day or in the morning that there's going to be crystals on the bottom of your jar or your bowl because it just needs to cling onto something. So we'll come back to it. Hi everybody, welcome back. We are back today to look at our overnight crystals that we started out yesterday, okay? So this is mine, hey, and I pull it out, and it's gonna be a little wet, but that's okay. But if you hear it, you can hear the tinging, because it crystallized. So let me see if I can get close to the camera for y'all. But if you look at it, it's nice and crystallized. So the pipe cleaner, when we were talking about it yesterday, I was telling you guys that the solution that we put in here, the borax, made the water super saturated. And because the water molecules were expanding because of the heat, it allowed the borax to do a chemical reaction because it was latching on to the expanded molecules in the water. But as the water cooled down, the Borax needed something else to cling to because it was running out of room because the molecules of the water were getting smaller. So it clung to the pipe cleaner, and that's what happened. So we witnessed a chemical reaction this way because we can't separate the borax from the solution now. And if you actually look at the bottom of your jar or your bowl, you'll see that there's crystals on the bottoms too. Parents, don't worry, it's washable, it'll come right out. All right, see you later, guys.